What's up, guys? Some Political Gamer here, back with another video. This time I'm gonna go over my original Nintendo DS collection, not 3DS, not 3DSi, or whatever DSi, but just the good old classic DS. Just to kind of give you a background with my history of the DS. I didn't get it until the release of the Nintendo DS Lite. I remember I was going to be taking a trip to Las Vegas, and we were going to drive there. And at this time, I had my own car, or my own car. I had a job. Well, I did have my own car, but I had my own job, and I wasn't really interested in the DS. But when I found out I was gonna be going to Las Vegas, I'm like, I'm just gonna make this big purchase. I was working at Quick Trip at the time, so I wasn't made of money. But I was like, man, I'm gonna get a DS Lite, and so that's how it all started with my handheld endeavors as far as the DS line goes. But I'm just going to show off a couple of my games, okay? Well, actually, I'm going to show you all of my games. Sorry, I'm kind of slow right now. My DS collection hosts 54 games, complete in box. I don't collect loose. I think I might have one loose DS game. But it's not the biggest part of my collection by any means. But it's a nice, humble Hancock collection nonetheless. Got a bunch of games that I love. And it's kind of fitting that I start off going over my collection with the first game on the DS that I ever played. And this is not my original copy. I'll tell you what happened to my DS coming up. I don't know if I'm gonna break this up into separate parts. I might do that. Depends on how talkative I get. But anyways, so the first game I ever put into my DS, we're driving to Las Vegas, and my girlfriend's mom's boyfriend's driving us, and I'm like, all right, here we go. It's time to open this thing. So I open it up, and the first game I put in it, do you have any guesses? You think it'd be some kind of cool game, like a Mario game or Pokemon or something, but no. I went out of my way and bought this game full price, okay? Let me get this out of the way. Full price. But you know what? I actually really loved this game. This is Brain Age. The second iteration. I'm not sure when the first one came out, but this was the one I had. Right back here, it has the game I was really good at. Like I said earlier, I worked at Quick Trip, and I don't know if they do it now, but at least back in the day, when you were counting change back to the customer, you had to do it in your head. So over time, you got like someone would give you $100, and they only made like a $12.79 purchase, so you had to learn how to do the change back really fast. So dude, I would set records doing this game, counting change and all that stuff. But anyways, it's a good game. I think it came out recently that like games that claim to increase your brain activity and training it in any way, I think it came out as like that's kind of a fraud. I don't know if that's true. I might even be wrong, or maybe it's just not as advertised. But yeah, this game, it has a bunch of fun mini games on it, like word scramble, counting your change back. It has, yeah, guys, you could look up the gameplay. It has a bunch of fun mini games. So, Brain Age 2. Now this next game I got at a gaming convention, and I got it purely off of the cover This is one of my favorite movies growing up, and that's Napoleon Dynamite. And we got Crave Interactive down here. This is one of my. I purchased it a few years ago. It's just not really a Napoleon Dynamite game. It's just a game with like his paper head cut out on some character models, and it's like a bunch of mini games. I didn't play it for that long, but I think they could have made a great game going over the premise of the movie, and kind of exaggerating some of the scenes and stuff. But my initial reaction to this game, it was like whatever, but maybe I should sit down and spend a little bit more time with it. But 25 wacky mini games: Feed Tina, dancing, time machine, computer hacking, football toss, action drag, cake building, tetherball, happy hands, trampoline jumping, cow riding, water balloon toss, bow hunting, low riding, talent show dance competition, Pegasus flight, save Nessie, Wolverine hunting, and there's the other ones that are covered up. But so yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. This is probably the most recent game that I bought a couple weeks ago. My Spanish coach. I got my Japanese coach for my daughter, my oldest daughter, and I got this one for me. I just kind of brush up on my Spanish. I think, especially living in the United States, this is a language that would definitely help if you're bilingual. A big Spanish-speaking population here. We got Ubisoft down there. So I'm not. I by no means do I think like I'm gonna start playing this game every night and I'm gonna become fluent in Spanish. But from what I've read on reviews, it's a good helper. It's a good tool. It's a good assistant, what have you, to really supplement your other learning methods. Okay, let me take a drink here. Next, I actually got this one in a bundle. Am I gonna pull the other one out so I could show y'all the bundle? So I'll show the first one, and I'll show so I got this in a 2-game bundle. I'll show the other game right after I show this off. Star Fox Command. So I have not played this one yet. The only Star Fox game I've ever played was the first one on the Super Nintendo, and I beat it in like an hour, it seemed. So I have a lot of the Star Fox games. It's just a series I haven't really dove deep into. I do plan on diving deep one of these days, but yeah, Star Fox Command. Haven't really played this yet. Have any of y'all played this? Is it any good? Isn't this maybe like a remake of the original, or is that the 3DS version? I don't know, but or remake of the 64 version. I don't know, but here it is. But this game came with this other one, and this is the reason why I even bought the bundle. So this just came, as like a bonus. But the main reason why I got the bundle was for this, one of the greatest games ever. Well, at least sports titles, Mario Hoops 3-on-3. Man, what an incredible game. I hope everybody who's under the sound of my voice has had a chance to play this game. What an outstanding game. It's super fun. Utilizes the touchpad really well. I had a blast playing this, dude. I probably have 100 hours in it. I love like this edgy teenager Mario model. Something you'll never see ever again with the Nintendo Mario mandate. But look at that. I just love the way he's presented right there. Yeah, super fun game. Anybody who's played this can agree with me. It's a blast. Let's see. So yeah, there it is. What else can I say about it? 3-on-3. Pick it up. I wonder what it's even going for now. It was crazy that Square Enix, was involved with this in some capacity. But yeah, super fun. I love the cover art too. I absolutely love that. Next. Okay, so Whether you want to believe me or not, my oldest daughter used to be obsessed with these things called LPS, or also known as Littlest Pet Shop. And, you know, me doing my duty as a good father, I was trying to get her into video games a little bit. And so I'd buy her games like this. Littlest Pet Shop 3, Biggest Stars. I don't really know what else to tell you about it. I've watched my daughter play it a little bit, just a bunch of little silly mini games, if you could even call them that. Recruit pets to compete as gymnasts, dancers, fashion designers, and more. Train your pets to enter the Biggest Stars competition. Show off your team colors with cute accessories. So there you go. Hidden gem, folks. For sure. Next, Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. What's funny about this, so this is a thrift pickup, obviously, if you ever see any of these tags. I have the most of my DS games, so if you see some of these like empty, I have like 99% of my DS games in like a container. But so what's funny about this is I went to a Goodwill, as you could see right here, and I saw this on the shelf. I'm like, yes, because I've never played one of these games before. And I opened it up, and the game wasn't in there. I was like, dang it. And that's the worst thing ever. When you go to Goodwill and you see a sweet game on the shelf and you pick it up, open it, and there's no game inside of it, it always makes me think someone stole it, and it just always irritates me. But anyway, so funny story about this is, so yeah, I found it, opened it, no game. I was like, dang it, I'll just keep the case. I'll buy this, keep the case, just in case I ever find a loose copy one of these days. Literally, I think a day or two later, I went to that same Goodwill, and what do I find? The cart of this, off in a separate area of the store, in a little baggie. So it was awesome. So I was able to complete this. I don't know if it was the original copy that belonged to this, or if the coincidence was just insanity, and someone else just happened to turn in a loose card of it, so I was able to complete this one. Either way, but yeah, great game. Utilizes the touchpad really well. It's a lot of fun. I highly suggest you look up some gameplay. It's a great game. Now, another Goodwill pickup, Nintendogs, Chihuahua and Friends. Yeah, Nintendo just started churning these out left and right. They adding like just making their own games with like just specific breeds. They were really just killing it. And I've never sat down longer than 10 minutes playing one of these games. But you know, if I see a decent game at Goodwill and it's not insanely expensive, I'm gonna pick it up, just kind of like maybe fill out the collection a little bit. But yeah, Nintendogs, there it is. You already know what it is. It's a freaking Nintendogs, okay? Another, ooh, crack my back a little bit. Another thrift store pickup. Right here. Haven't played it yet. Puzzle Quest. Any of y'all play this? It's probably some garbage shovelware that no one should ever pick up and play and disgrace their DS. But it looks like one of those just, you know, match 'em up games that just were popular back in the day. Like, you know, with Candy Crush, all those Bejeweled, stuff like that. I've never been into those games. I don't even know what these kind of games are called. Just, you know, those matching puzzle games. I've never really been into it at all. But this kind of looks like it has like a story to it. Look at that. Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords delivers the first time ever classic puzzle action backed with an epic story of good versus evil. Challenge your skills in single-player campaign mode, or battle your friends via wireless multiplayer. Experience a puzzle game like nothing you've played before. Are you up to the challenge? So that definitely caught my eye. So I'm like, dude, even though I haven't played a game, I don't really like games like this. I'm gonna try this out. Let me see how they do it. So next one is another game I got for my oldest daughter, Littlest Pet Shop. See, I had the worst luck with this game because my daughter, she's born in California. She loves the beach. She loved LPS. So I bought this game, and I don't know if this one actually had the copy. I bought this game like seriously 3 or 4 times, and I kept having the worst luck on eBay. It would even say complete, and it even most of the time it was just like a stock image of the game. But even it would even say complete, and I'd buy it, and the game wasn't in there. I'm not kidding. At least, without exaggerating, at least 3 times I bought this game with to no avail. And I think it actually, and I think I have the complete copy somewhere else, but of all places, Goodwill. Opened it up, complete, had the game in it. I'm like, finally. Let my daughter play it. She played it for like 10 minutes. Was like, I'd rather actually play with the real toys. So, all that for nothing. Dude, freaking loving this. This is just some fresh water with the Mio orange. I hate 99% of the Mio drink enhancers or water enhancers, but their orange is actually pretty good. Alright. Next, another Goodwill find. Transformers, Decepticon. Haven't played it. Looked intriguing. I would be more susceptible to play a port that's on the DS over like because I'm sure this is multi-platform, like on the Xbox 360 or something like that. And just seriously, I would just much rather play a game like this on the DS. Because, you know, the 360 or the PS3 are going to have some grand, high budget, crazy graphics, and it's going to be all elaborate, but it's going to be kind of like bare bones. So I think the DS will force you to kind of make gameplay a priority over the graphics, given, the hardware limitations. But, yeah, a game I haven't played yet. I haven't played a lot of these. But, yeah, great game. Or, great game. Fun, great looking game. But how I know this is going to be an amazing game is this right here, buddy. Vicarious Visions. They make some of the greatest DS games of all time. So this is actually high on my list to get around to when I start playing my DS a little bit more. This is like at the top of the pile. Vicarious Visions, I'd love to see how they handled this DS port. And yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to break this video up into a couple parts. So, anyways. Next. Another thrift find. Got Space Invaders Extreme. I like how for a while they were just rebooting a lot of these games like Space Invaders and Centipede and Pong and games like that, giving them like a fresh coat of paint. It's what you'd imagine be Space Invaders, okay, with a little bit more glitter and glamour, okay. Look up some gameplay. Really good soundtrack. It's a good bite-sized game just to pick up and play for like 5-10 minutes at a time, or just really just sit down and really sink some time into it. You could probably beat it pretty quickly, but yeah. This used to have a what's it called? A high score list, so that was pretty cool. Like you could put it on the internet and compare it to other people and stuff like that. Next, a little bit of Final Fantasy action. So here's what sucks. I forgot this happened. So I picked this up. I'm like, yes. I find it at the thrift store. This is another thing that happens sometimes. So you'll get the game, you'll open it, and a different game will be inside. So for this case, what was inside? And I wasn't really disappointed. Final Fantasy Tactics. I need to get the autofocus thing back up right here. Where is it? Final Fantasy Tactics. Look at it. Look at it. Bask in the glory. Okay. So I'm going to actually set this off to the side so I could actually buy the game that belongs in here and maybe find a case and like a case and manual for Tactics. So let me just set this off to the side. I'll go for a few more minutes on this part. Okay, next, thrift store find. Okay, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Now, I've never been a big Mario and Sonic Olympic Games player. Okay, this is just another case that I see a game. It looks decent. It's cheap at a thrift store. Might as well get it. But you know what? Lately I've been hearing that the Mario and Sonic Olympic games are actually really good. And what's funny is I actually got the Tokyo one on the Switch because, you know, with that stupid bullcrap virus or whatever you want to call it thing happening, it like postponed the Olympic games. So it's kind of cool to have a Mario and Sonic 2020 Olympics game that never happened. So I don't know if they're gonna I'm pretty sure they're gonna like revamp it and it's gonna come out again or re-release or something, but it's cool to have that. But anyways, I've been hearing these games are actually pretty damn good. So if anyone down there in the comments wants to vouch, but they look pretty decent, so definitely we'll be playing that one soon. Got time for a couple more. Sonic Rush. Haven't played it, y'all. I just got to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've played the game when I haven't. So if any of y'all have more information about this game, please let me know. Is it worth putting it at the top of my to-play list as far as the DS goes? Looks like just a pretty standard run-of-the-mill Sonic game. It says, double the screens, double the excitement. One screen's just not enough for Sonic the Hedgehog as he blasts his way onto the Nintendo DS and takes high-speed action gaming to a whole new level. In the first game to really push the DS to its limits, Sonic rushes, races, and dashes between both screens with dizzying dives, near-vertical curves, extreme jumps, and brain-twisting loops over 14 massive levels. Prepare for a whole new dual-screen experience, Sonic style. So there it goes. And we'll do one more for this part. So obviously I'm going to have to break it up into separate parts. As I said in other videos, I collect all kart racers. If I see a kart racing game and I don't have it yet, no matter what platform it's on, well, like barring like Steam, because there's probably like 400,000 kart racer games on Steam. But you know, if it has a physical release, definitely. So I buy crap like this. Crazy Chicken Star Karts. I have actually played this. I popped it in. I actually beat it fairly quickly. But I didn't 100% it. Honestly, as far as bad kart racers go, this isn't honestly terrible. It's better than the M&M's Racing game, and I think I might be getting to that in the next part. But yeah, Crazy Chicken Star Karts. Race Intergalactic Stars. Wacky Racetracks. Yeah. There you go. Mumbo jumbo, y'all. So that's going to do it for part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and make part 2. Hopefully, oh my goodness. Hopefully I could get this done within 3 parts, because I don't like making these huge epic sagas. But 25 minutes, I feel like that's a decent length for a video. So if you guys liked it, please, if I mentioned any games that you guys liked and I showed them any of them off, let me know if you like them. Let me know your history with the DS. I love talking. That's something I will reply to. If you want to talk about the history that you have with the DS, your favorite games, if I showed any games that you liked, let's talk about them. Part 2 coming soon. I said stop recording.